This four-step video framework that I'm going to explain can help anyone to excel academically and get the highest of their own potential. This own framework, this own system, to be honest, has allowed me to get the highest mark in the hardest course in my high school as well, and always kept me ahead of class and really allowed me to have a comprehensive understanding of the course content and just being the one that you and I always dreamed of. So four-step framework of learning, all right? So entirely, it's like the entire study system broken down into 4 steps. All right, so this is me, yeah, never mind. So these are the 4 steps, all right? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. The entire framework broken down into 4 steps. So the step 1, and that is before and in class. So what you need to really do before the class and during the class, right? Like the stage, the pre-stage. So prepare 10 to 20 minutes. So whenever the teacher is coming on trying to prepare the slides, skim through the notes, just see like what's going to come before the day. Even if it's better, like see what course content is being taught tomorrow. Try to do like a little bit of research and then try to get something that you will be interested in. All right, so take constructive notes in class. That's very important. I used to take very good notes, and even there's so much things more to than taking notes. All right, illustrations, you need to include illustrations in your notes. You need to write quotations of teachers. That's what I really did a lot using different colored pens, and that really helped me recall so many information throughout the year. So write what the teacher says, that gets into your brain. All right, separate colors, as I said. Highlight things is very important, and use Otter AI. If you're allowed to take a laptop or a iPad to class, use an Otter AI that records the professors or the teachers' lectures and really makes notes and summaries and etc. And you can recall back by searching it. This is an effective study system. And after the class ends, just revise before the class ends within the class, all right? And after the class, you just say to yourself, okay, I will do a little bit more research when I go home, all right? So that covers part 1, all right? Very easy. Just don't make it stressful, all right? You know that you have a high potential of doing things, you just don't know what's the true system, all right? So now step 2, right after class. What do you need to do right after class? So come home, yeah. So this thing that you need to do 1 to 2 hours every single day for each subject, or it depends on your course. So I just added a random number, not random, like for me it's like 1 to 2 hour. Online research, that's what I used to do a lot. 100% online research, watch videos and try to add to the notes. That's very important. Involve graphical research. Do you know one thing that when I used to like study physics, maths, I used to like graph a lot, not like the graph questions and problems, but like graph things that has real life potential and similarity with. So what it does is that it allows you to have a comprehensive understanding of so many more things that you will really like be like, oh wow, I wish I knew this earlier. So when you understand the relationship with something versus something, you understand the whole concept. I literally graph things in terms of my YouTube, in terms of my Facebook videos and Instagram reels and etc. So graph things, guys. It seems impossible, but like just do things. Okay, what's the relationship between this with this, and how can it be graphed? Is it an exponential relationship, or is it like a linear relationship, or is it like a, what do I say, like inverse relationship? What change happens when this variable is changed? This is what helps understand my content better. Scheme the notes 100%. Once you did that, you scheme the notes that you made in class and find problems. Now you list down 3, 4 or 5 main problems. All right, work on those problems. Try to see why, like find the answer to the question why. All right, then why. Once you have a comprehensive understanding of the content, then do 2 to 3 practice problems, or even do like papers or topical papers, past papers, whatever you say. All right, Feynman technique at the end. What is the Feynman technique? Feynman technique is literally defined into like you learn something to that point that you have the ability to explain it to someone. All of those things circulate around the Feynman technique, because once you're able to explain it to someone, you know that you are very good at that specific content. That's stage 2 done. All right, now stage 3, throughout the semester, throughout the school year, whatever that is, right? Weekly timings. You dedicate yourself some weekly time towards that course, chapter, or whatever you say. All right, skim through the notes. Again, skim through the notes. You have to do that often, once a week at least, all right? Do 2 to 3 topical papers or past papers. Guys, after understanding the notes, the main way of getting into your brain is doing topical papers. And that's really important in the sense that like it's just like so much underrated in some cases, but like doing things really refreshes your brain for a long term period, right? So there's a forgetting curve, right? So you forget things and then you again repeat, and then you again repeat. So that's called spaced repetition. Once you like focus on weekly revisions, you don't focus on like concentrated studying and memorizing all of those things. Rather, you focus on long-term retention that helps you fall in love with that specific course, all right? Feynman technique again, and focus on spaced repetition as I followed. So weekly revisions, weekly past papers, weekly topical papers. Dedicate yourself. It's about work. It's about systemized work. Nothing works like a magic, all right? Now stage 4, what's that? Before the exam. Stage 4 is before exam, all right? So before exam, list all your weaknesses and strengths, all right? Weakness, strengths. 3 main weaknesses, work on that. And then the strengths. Work on that by research and articles and self reflections. Go through the books, try to make graphs. Again, trust me, it's gonna sound funny, but like anything, like most of the things, the relationship between this and that can be graphed, and that really helps with understanding, all right? Make an effective summary sheet. Once you've focused all on your problems and you have things sorted out and you know a comprehensive understanding of the course or the chapter, make an entire summary sheet from start to bottom of that chapter. If you're giving an exam on a chapter, then do this. If it's an exam, all the chapters, right? So make an entire summary sheet in 1 page, in very small notes. Write out all the things that you know by seeing, obviously, but like revise as you go, all right? Now, Feynman technique. Ask yourself, do I have the ability to explain this to someone of the contents that are here, 95%? Like, do I have the ability to explain 90 to 95% of the contents being in my course or chapter to a 15-year-old, 10-year-old, whatever that is? If you say that, okay, I can explain it very clearly, then you know that you have a comprehensive understanding. That's all about like testing yourself and seeing if you know or not, yes or no. It's like, do you know what my framework really is? It's either yes or no. If it's yes, then do something. If it's yes, then do something. And then it will all return to the same result of you being very expert in it. It's about yes and no, classifying things, knowing, okay, I need to do this and that, do this and that, do this and that. So it's really like energetic in a sense that like you have to hustle throughout, but you just have to keep going, all right? Now, do 1, 2, or 3 past exams. That's very important. Ask it from sophomores, ask it from your seniors, or even there's online as well, past papers, and then grade yourself. I didn't emphasize this much, but this is extremely important. That allowed me to find out my mistakes and really made me more confident before my exams, and didn't literally like stopped me from stressing out throughout the year, all right? So grade yourself, highly important, and work on every mistake made before and revise the summary sheet. So you did your past worksheets and exams and all those things before in class and personally. Review the mistakes, all right? Mistakes are the most important. We learn from mistakes, right? And revise the summary sheet. That's the thing. You have a complete understanding of whatever that you're trying to do, either a chapter or an exam. And this is the 4-step framework that I follow. I didn't make this framework before, but it's ideally the 4-step framework that I named it, and it's actually made of 4 steps that I really did throughout my high school life, and it really helped me got into one of the hardest, I believe, programs in UofT as well. So I believe that you guys will do good as well. And if you like this video, please comment, share, and subscribe. A lot of the people who watches this video are not subscribed, sadly. I would really appreciate if you subscribe so I could put out more valuable content for you guys. Till then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.